Hey folks, Sylvia's here. This is episode 7 of my Exile 3 Let's Play. You can see I got my whole new little fancy-dancy intro screen, and we'll transition to the actual game. There we go. Minor change to my little overlay off to the side too. Anyway, so here we are back. Last time we were aiming to kill some Ursai guy, but not quite strong enough for that yet. So we're going to deviate from that. Actually, we're going to take care of this we're going to do this instead. Always save. But we're going to go up here and fight these gremlins. You stand at the southeastern end of a long valley. Looking up, you see growing among the rocks many varieties of beautiful flowers. Their pollen wafts down to you on the wind, enticing you to climb up and experience them. You are not alone in admiring the flowers. A bunch of gremlins live in this valley, and they aren't all that inclined to share. I'm cool with gremlins. What an annoying layout for this map. Alright, cardio. Alright, we'll send Jill this way, Komodo that way, and we'll send me out this way also. And then Sylvius. Ugh. Yeah, what an annoying way for this map to fill up. Got an extra one there, and I killed it too. How convenient would it be if this is the end of things? A little pointless arrow shot. Is that everybody? That actually might be everybody. Huh. I was actually kind of, to be honest, expecting this fight to go a little bit longer. Because I did actually have some things I needed to comment on. Oh, hey. Alright, this fight is still going. So anyway, you guys saw my new intro page. That is, in fact, new. You'll also see when you're actually going to click this on YouTube that there's a new thumbnail. You've already seen it at this point, but it will look a lot like the thumbnail that's over here for Leaf episode 74, I think it is. I'm not actually capable of seeing it, but yeah. It'll look like that. Wow, you guys suck. Come on, get it with the arrow. Look at that. So yeah, that's a new thing. In addition to that, that's all kind of commemorative to two things. And normally I would say these in my update videos. Jeez. There are beautiful, breathtaking flowers growing all along this valley, exploding in intricate rainbow patterns of colors. Their scent fills the air. After years in the dark dullness of exile, the sights and smells almost overcome you with emotions. And we're gonna get into another fight with gremlins. Yay. Thank you. At least I don't have to deal with that stupid barrier this time. So yeah, I put an update up. It'll say update October 27th or something like that. I don't know if my Exile folks actually watch those because, most of my videos on my playlist are Tibia. So I'll give you guys the rundown here in this video while we're going. So, I'm not doing a great job right now. Let's fire up all these dudes. Music to my ears. Yeah, so anyway, though, the way this thing works is, I kind of revamped my channel and my stuff a little bit. Part of that is the new thumbnails and the new intro pages and whatnot. I've also got a new logo, actually, for when I comment on my videos and stuff like that. The flowers growing here are even more beautiful than the ones to the southeast. However, none of them are quite perfect enough to take with you. I'm actually going to save, too, here. You reach the village of the gremlins surrounded by neatly tended rows of every flower you've seen in the valley. Irrational, irritable creatures that they are, they decide to water their flowers with your blood. I wonder, actually, just on a side note, I do wonder how effective blood is at watering plants. Like, would a flower watered with, heaping helpings of blood grow differently? Does different animal blood make a difference? This is all interesting questions I have. And I swear I'm not crazy. We are gonna fireball at this point. So anyway, though, so yeah, I got like a revamping of my whole thing here. So that includes those things. It also, though, includes, and this is the important part, I think. Well, there's two actual important parts here. Hey, stole my food. One part of my revamping is a change to how my Patreon page works, and I will explain that. But the other thing is that my videos will now come out on a schedule. Again, anybody who's watched my little like update video will have already, got this message. But I figured I'll, we'll err on the side of caution, and I'll say it again here. So, all of my videos will come out on set times, on set days. If you care about any of the other videos I do, you can watch that update video that's been recent. Otherwise, though, the important part is that Exile videos will come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's 2 Exile videos a week. You reach the far end of the valley, passing more and more beautiful flora as you go. Finally, at the very top, you find a patch of flowers that make all the rest look plain by comparison. In the middle grows a very small rose bush. In its center grows a single rose, a perfect specimen of the species. Flawless in petal and rich in smell. If you wished, you could pick the flower and take it with you. Take. You pick a single flower, taking a bit of dirt with it so that it doesn't die. You pause to admire it, its absolute perfection in plant form. The curve of the petal is elegant, and the smell seemingly endless. You carefully pack it away. Yay! So yeah, Exile videos will be coming out twice a week. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays. The other thing, and I say this in the video, all releases will be in what I call Sylvia's time. Sylvia's time means, like, you can see actually, because this recording, although this recording is on Daylight Savings Times, it appears, or not on Daylight Savings Times. I never know which one we're actually on. I'm just actually, right now, by the way, I'm just filling in my map. Ooh, Goblins and Ursagai. I'm kind of thinking I probably should have saved. Not actually sure what I'm doing right now, by the way. There we go. that was a little strange, I know. Let's focus fire on the Ursagai. Cardio, get me a wound spell. Also on the Ursagai. On that note, did I... Okay, I did scry those dudes. Whoops. I just skipped Jill's turn. That's not good. We missed the chance to fireball. Komodo just get eaten. Alright. Wound. I don't know, do I want to focus fire and take one out, or spread the damage around? Wow, that was a sad fireball. That was a really sad fireball. That was also a pretty sad fireball. Ugh. They're really going hard on Komodo. I hesitate to send cardiorespiratory in, but... Beautiful. And I hate fireballing the same location twice because I like to leave the craters, but I can only hit 4 of them if I fire it at that location, so I have to. Woo! Alright, let's get cardiorespiratory out of there. We'll have her switch places with Abtar. She's also going to play it safe and throw a heal at Sylvius. Man, I went from, like, a thing that requires me to, like, read the text boxes repeatedly to, a fight that requires, like, my full attention. I'm not, like, picking the ideal things here. It's interrupting my, my speech. Ooh, good thing I did heal Sylvius. Alright. We're gonna throw the heal at Meow for this one. I was gonna throw the heal at Meow because I was pretty confident that Avatar would have been able to kill the other one, but Avatar dropped the ball there. Anyway, so yeah, Sylvia's time is basically, because it's, it's currently 11:55, although it's actually 12:55 where I'm at. Because of my sleep schedule being the way that it is, there's never any kind of guarantee that I'm going to be awake at any given points. So in Sylvia's time, the day does not change until I've gone to sleep. So, like, again, you'll see it says 11:56 down there. Ugh. Come on. Get another heal on Sylvius, just to play it safe. You guys suck. We'll just have Komodo hang out. Come on, really? Good God. Alright. Flame. Can you just die? There we go. We got a pair of gloves and a spear. Probably all junk, but you never know. So, because I go to sleep really late, like, let's say I don't go to sleep until, like, 4 a.m. So, technically, it will be Wednesday at 4 a.m. But until I go to sleep, to me, the day isn't considered to have changed, is how this works. So, when I say it comes out on Tuesday, it means that when I woke up and it was Tuesday, it will come out before I go to sleep. The only thing that I should mention, and this doesn't happen too often, but it does happen enough that I feel the need to kind of comment on the fact that it could happen. Sometimes, and it's very rare, but sometimes I will go to bed at like 4 in the afternoon. So if I go to like tomorrow, if I go to bed at 4 in the afternoon on Wednesday, but I haven't gone to sleep yet, so it's still technically, to me, Tuesday, and then I sleep from 4 in the afternoon until 1 in the morning, that just means that, to me, Wednesday doesn't exist. But that probably won't happen, but I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, I figured I would just mention that. Anyway, the other thing is I also have changed my Patreon rewards. I think 1 or 2 people actually pledged money to me on Patreon for my Exile videos. So if you're one of the people that did that, check, because whatever amount you did pledge is now getting you into a different reward thing, and you may have pledged an amount that's like in between rewards, so you might want to either pledge more or pledge less. If you're pledging like $5 and the pledge level's 4, no reason to be giving me that extra dollar. So yeah. Check those guys out. There's some interesting things there. The big one, I'll say, is, earlier I said that the Exile videos come out twice a week. One of the pledge levels will get you bonus videos. So if you pledge, and I think it's $7, but I'm not sure at the moment. I would check, but because I'm running a virtual machine, all tabbing out is kind of an issue. Actually, I'm panicking real quick. Give me a second. Okay. I had to check my, how much space is on my hard drive, because the last Exile video I ran out of hard drive space, actually. And I wanted to make sure that wasn't happening again. But anyway, one of my pledge levels, I think it's $7 again, gets you a bonus video of whatever you want. So if you wanted an extra Exile video, you would pledge $7, and then you would get an extra Exile video for that month. So it would only be one that month, but it's the way it works. Actually, I shamelessly stole that idea from. I read a lot of like translated Japanese and Chinese and like Korean light novels and web novels and stuff. So most of the people that do the translations for those kind of do. It's like they call it their sponsored chapters. Now, usually their amounts are higher, and then in the same vein, if you don't want to like pledge $7, you can pledge $1, and it goes into the community pool. So once the community pool consists of $7, a bonus video comes out. So that's another way things can be done. Kind of just looking for random encounters, actually. I feel like there's got to be something in there, but I can't do it. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm looking for just like another couple of random encounters. Well, since we're near this town, actually, we're gonna check and see if I have any levels. But yeah, so that's the big one, and then the other one is, I think, for a larger amount of money. You can suggest a game for me to pick up, and I'll start doing videos on that game. But yeah, so I don't know. Check out the Patreon thing, especially if you're one of the people that's already pledging to me on Patreon. So anyway, that's all my little update stuff for me. Alright, Sylvius. By the way, I did double check. I do need to change, I think, my characters now. We're actually gonna do that. Before I... yeah, alright, so Meow has ranks in thrown missiles. I don't know why I thought crossbows were thrown missile weapons. I don't know where I got that from. It's this idea I had in my head, and apparently it's wrong. Because I did check. No, crossbows are not thrown missile weapons. They're considered archery weapons. So, on that end, I'm probably going to use the editor to take away the points from thrown missiles. So we're going to do that real quick. Now the only thing is, Meow is a Nephilim, and I think they get a bonus in the thrown missiles in the first place. But I don't know how big that is. I have another character that's a Nephilim, right? Komodo's not a Nephilim. Do I have another character that's a Nephilim? Oh, really? I don't. That's moderately annoying. Okay. That kind of complicates things a little bit, too. Because I know Nephilim get a bonus to thrown missiles, and I don't know what that bonus, or how big that bonus is. How annoying. Alright, so technically I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I guess a little bit, because I don't know how many bonus points the Nephilim characters get in the thrown missiles. So I'm going to remove all 7 of them, even though some of those would be a racial bonus. And I'm also going to refund me the money for it. Now, that said, because I don't want... well, no, I'm just going to refund... it would be, 210 gold I'll refund to myself, and then 7 skill points. Alright, let's do that real quick. We save, we pull up the editor. This, by the way, don't bother. Well, I mean, that's just the thing. I was, I'm still dumbfounded this whole time? Really? Yes, I am. The image for my, I can actually pull it up real quick. Bam! That. That's from, I think it's called, like, Wolf Rider Canyon. It's a goblin place, but I just, like, cheated to give my people huge stat boosts so I could get there and take this screenshot. But anyway. So that's what that was in the editor. So now we go to Edit Skills. Alright. So we've edited the skills. And now I need to... Alright, hold on a second. Okay. Okay. Um... Okay. So I have 8, and I need to refund myself that amount of gold, but then I'm going to spend those on archery. And archery's so okay. We're gonna subtract the thrown missile skills, and then we're gonna put 4 points into archery, which will get me my points back. And then I'm gonna refund the gold and then subtract the gold for 4 points of archery. Okay, that's complicated. Oh wait, I can't save because I was in the. I didn't realize I was still talking to that NPC. Okay, so open file. Okay, edit party. Edit party skills for Meow. Alright, so subtract those. And then add 4 to archery. Okay. Now we go edit party, or no, we go free extra, edit gold. Okay. So I took 8 times, so plus 240. But then subtract 200 for the point. So I'm just adding 40 here. So we're going to 220. Then we save the game. Yes, okay. Okay, so just to explain what I just did, in case it was a little confusing, because I'm a little confused. What I did was, okay, good, and it's right. I purchased 1 point of thrown missiles. Okay, so like what I did was, I had 7 points in thrown missiles that I expended when I leveled up from my skill points acquired. And then each time I put one of those in there, it cost me 30 gold to do so. So I refunded myself the 7 skill points plus the 30 gold, which would have left me with an odd number of skill points, and there's no way for me to just give myself blank skill points in the editor. I actually needed to put them into other things. So if I had just subtracted them, I would have just been losing the skill points, not refunding them. So I had to refund them into something else. Because archery requires 2, I needed an even amount, so I came back to the game and purchased 1 additional point of thrown missiles. So I refunded 8 thrown missiles and refunded 8 times 300 gold, which is 240. But then I purchased 4 ranks of archery, which are 2 skill points a point, so that took all 8. And because it would have been 4 times 50, it would have been 200. So I just refunded back the 400 gold. So that's the explanation for how things just went there. And then technically the cheating part was because a Nephilim gets a bonus to thrown missiles, but I don't know what that is. Some of those 8 that I refunded were like inherent and not things that I actually leveled up. Oh well. Anyway, so now I actually have my skill points here. I know, that was super complicated. Let's just go with edge weapons. Let's go with edge weapons at 1 point into archery. Okay. Komodo. Let's give him a pole arm, and a spell point. Jill only has 1. We'll let Jill carry that over. Avatar, we're gonna go... Oh, I don't have enough money. I'm poor again. Alright. No more leveling up for me now. I forgot I can sell stuff to this lady. But I'm definitely not getting a lot. I'm so poor. I'm so poor. Alright, let's save here. Oh, and then I do have a... Well, I'll point it out when I get into a fight. But I was like... My friend was helping me make those, the logo and like the intro pages and stuff. Because, you know... Oh boy. That was, like, exceedingly complicated too, let me tell you guys. You know enough about the different sorts of plants on the surface to know that these flowers are quite useful. They're glowing nettle, an alchemical ingredient. Take... Ooh, and a fight. Can we fight in the ocean? What happens if we fight in the ocean? Oh, they didn't fight me? They just gave me the benefit of the doubt? I kind of would have preferred a death match, to be honest. Is this, Steam rises from several vents in these hills and you find a few natural hot springs. There must be some localized volcanic activity nearby. Okay. I know where I'm at. So I want to be a little cautious with where I'm going right now. Those are all just the same things, by the way. Volcanic stuff. Alright, let's go... Kind of, like, I'm looking for just one more rare random encounter to kind of call this a day. Anyway, yeah, making those logos was such a pain. To the point where, like, halfway through, I was just like, I kind of want to just not do this any longer. Really? Come on, give me a fight here. That's not exactly the fight I was looking for, but hey, let's go with it. So, if you guys look at my team, right, we got Sylvius here, who, like, is named after me, essentially. Who is a white male. Cardiorespiratory is a black woman. Jill is also a black woman. Avatar up there is a pick your gender choice of a lizard. Same with Komodo, and then Meow is a pick your gender choice cat person. So I have a very diverse team here, I have to say. Like we're pretty diverse. I mean, like 3 of my people, you can't really tell what gender they are, but 2 of them are women and 1 of them is a man. So I mean, like that's pretty fair. And we're racially diverse too. I mean, there wasn't any none of the character sprites looked distinctively Asian, so there wasn't really an option for me there. And I couldn't, I was limited on those ends. But yeah, we're a pretty diverse team. I was thinking that when I was taking my my screenshot. It's like, pretty racially inclusive in my my adventure team. Which makes sense, really, when you think about it, because, like, unlike pretty much anything else, adventurers specifically need to be, like, competent, otherwise they die. So it's, it's pretty important that your adventurer team, at least, knows what they're doing, so any kind of, like, discriminatory things inside of your adventure team wouldn't really matter. Oh, man, I already did that fight, too, didn't I? Some other time where I was struggling to find a, thing. I think there's a dude in here. Oh! Oh, monster fled, really? As you approach the remote hut, flame spells sear the ground in front of you. As you scurry for cover, you hear a man shout, "Oops, sorry, overreacted. Come on here, quick." Do you? Yes. You approach nervously and find a small, scraggly man with a wand. He says, "Sorry, with all the goblins about, I tend to lob spells first and look after. I'm Bullen. Care to come in for a stew?" You enter his hut and find that the stew is repellent. You also notice that the hut is full of alchemical equipment. You ask Bullen about it. He says, "Yeah, I'm doing alchemy stuff out here. Best to work away from town, just to keep from frying people. Just found a great recipe for weak poison using holly. Interested?" Yes. Yeah, I have no need for that. I'm, like, way too lazy to do alchemy. I actually recently started playing Skyrim again, the Elder Scrolls. And while I do make potions, like, I do the alchemy thing to make potions so that I can sell them, and also so I can, like, level up. I don't, like, make potions that I'm going to use. Like, I carry around healing potions for emergency cases, because I usually play on higher difficulties. Come on, one more fight. One more fight. Nothing. I get nothing. Come on. So, like, I usually carry around the healing potions for, like, emergency things, and if I happen to have, like, poisons on me, I might use them. Because I looted them from somewhere. But I don't make potions, like... I have to take him to the other side. I already did that one. Alright. Well, sucks. Alright, there's my random encounter. Or not. Really? Slimes are running away from me? Am I seriously at that point in life? And we can't go in here. Your woodsman skill alerts you to something that is suspicious. Looking up, you see dozens of goblins on the cliff above preparing to throw rocks down on you. You back away before your brains get knocked out. That's actually fascinating. I guess if I didn't have woodsman, I wouldn't have been able to avoid damage there or something. There we go. So yeah, like in this game, I'm way too lazy to be like making health potions and stuff. Or, you know, utilizing poisons in that sense. I would kind of wish I wasn't, because it would add depth, I would imagine, to the game. Make it a little bit more enjoyable, and also give me, like, a power boost. But, yeah, now I'm just way too lazy. I can't be bothered. Same thing, like in Skyrim, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, sure, I could, like, carry around potions that give me, like, fire resistance or something, so that when, you know, a mage attacks me or a dragon attacks me or something, I have an option, but no, way too lazy. Can't do that. You know, I'd have to, like, make sure I'm carrying all those things, and then make sure I, like, refresh my stock when they're used. And then, just in general, to use them, I have to, like, open up the menu and go through all that crap. And, alright, where's my resistant electricity potion? Nope, way too lazy. Can't do it. I feel like that's a general weakness of me as a human being, too. My just general, like, that requires me to do things, so I'm just not gonna do it. Is everybody dead? Alright, folks, we're gonna call it here. Next video, okay. Every other group of slimes, you know? This will be my last fight, then. Then I'll call it here. So yeah, next video we're going to take care of that nice little cave there, full of goblins. That's the game plan. For now, though, people, we're just going to finish this up. And then I'll see you guys on Thursday. Come on. You suck. There you go. No loot, right? Yeah, no loot. Alright, folks. Again, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Patreon and Twitter. And, you know, do check me out on Patreon. And, alright, folks. I will see you guys later.